Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased price action analysis. And guys, you guys see this ascending triangle pattern that I have here. We got a gap up. Usually this is called a breakaway gap. However, we've gapped up and it just gave us a doji, a very chopped day. We can look here on the 15-minute chart. Very chopped day, guys. I try to give you guys, the setups and the levels, talking about level to level. And what did the market do? It just shattered on Uncle Charles and it just gave us a chop day. It gave a middle finger to the bulls, gave a middle finger to the bears, and it gave a middle finger to the sheeps. Now, not much of a middle finger to the bulls. If you was swing trading, maybe you long the breakout, swing long the breakout of 441.5 or whatever level you was using, or maybe you played that 440 false breakdown setup that we talked about yesterday over here, and then maybe you swung some runners, okay? But if you swung, took a risk with CPI, I'm glad it worked out for you, but it was definitely a big risk, and it was a little bit tough to trade, if you was day trading, okay? Thank God for NVDA. I can't wait to talk to you guys about NVDA. But overall, SPY just gave us a doji. Usually we see a gap up in a doji like this. It's not quite, it makes the bullish sentiment a little questionable, okay? Because you see a gap up like this, right? You guys see how we struggled to clear the June high. We base around there. We developed this ascending triangle, and then we gapped up. And instead of all the people that shorted at these levels covering, causing a bigger squeeze, we just got a doji. So this makes it a little bit questionable to be bullish, okay? But for the people that make money, congratulations, okay? But we definitely got to talk about the setup for tomorrow. So as you guys know, we had a chop day. 447.5 was the high with the low at 444.9, okay? So for tomorrow, we definitely want to see that range break. Anything between that range is going to be some very complicated trading price action, okay? Very, very choppy, very tight. So we want to see this range break of this doji, and hopefully we can get some tradable moves, okay? So overall, based on this ascending triangle, back below 444.3-ish would be a false breakout setup, okay? So if we break the low of this of today's candle and break back below 444-ish, that would be bearish. I would definitely short and favor we go back down. I'll favor we go back down to 437, but 440, 438.5 are en route first. And of course, below 437, I would be bearish. And I would favor we drop down to 432-ish, which is this pink trend line from March 13th low. It's been keeping SPY in a bull trend. But yeah, it hasn't tested it for quite some time. So if we could go back and test it, in my opinion, it would be pretty healthy. Still overall bullish, but very healthy. But in order for that to happen, we need a false breakout. We got a new 52-week high. Congratulations to bulls. No hate from the sheep over here. But if we're gonna pull back, we need that false breakout setup. It's the higher the higher time frame, the better. So if we get a break back below 444 on the daily chart, that would be bearish. I'll favor more downside. Now, however, this is technically a breakout. It's a weird looking, ugly breakout. Most of the move happened in pre-market with CPI. Unfortunately, we couldn't get to play that move during the trading hour. But it's still technically a breakout. And if this breakout wants to show follow through, it needs to clear 448 tomorrow, 447.5, but definitely above 448. That would be better to put 450 and 451.7 in play. 451.7 is my 78.6 fib level from all-time high down to October 2022 low. Okay, we are a few dollars away from that. I don't see why the market makers wouldn't test it. But hey, market makers going to do what they're going to do. Just remember, we need to clear 448 tomorrow to trigger more upside. And we need to break below 444 tomorrow to trigger more downside. All right. Triple Q also with a doji. It closed just under the June high around 372.8-ish. If it can get back above that and clear 374, then I would favor more upside to 376 or higher. As of right now, we did close above 372. You guys can see on July 5th, 372 served as a strong sell level. It was a high, and it triggered a nice move to the downside, going as low as 363.4, okay? Almost a $10 move. And we cleared that today. So tomorrow, if QQQ breaks back below 372, that's bearish with 369.5, 367, and 365 back in play. But if it can stay above 372, it needs to get above 372.8 and clear 374 to trigger more upside. IWM, you know, ever since we cleared that 187 level, it showed more follow through and it worked out great. Hopefully you guys were able to catch the move. But look what happened. It gapped up to my 78.6 fib level, and it, you know, just under that 192.45 level, okay? I've been saying this all week, but it won't matter what I say unless I made a difference and was able to help somebody else. So if you traded IWM, definitely let me know how it worked out for you and if I was able to help. It would mean a lot to me. But yeah, support right now is at 191 and 191.3 and 190 with 187 below. Okay, we're gonna have to break down those support levels if we want to be bearish, especially below 187 to give us the big false breakout setup, triggering more downside, putting 183.3 and 179.6 in play. All right, from here on, I need to see 192.4 or 193, round it to 193. Clear 193, we could see more upside. All right, I would favor 195, 197, and all the way up to 199. That was a previous pivot high back in February. Tesla is still bull flagging here, guys. It's still in the consolidation mode. Pretty tough to trade when it's in consolidation mode, but at least we know the range 268.5 is a fib level that needs to break down. If we want to trigger more downside, we got a gap around 262-ish and possibly drop down even lower if that level breaks. But it start off below 268.5. The breakout of the bull flag is 273. If that clears, 275, 277, 280 plus in play. Okay, long above 273, short below 268.5. Apple also bull flagging. Breakout level is still at 192. We need to along the breakout of 192 to get that trend phase or maybe a new high with 194, 196, 198, and 200 in play. Can't get bearish unless we break down 188.3 or 186, that pink trend line. Break those levels down, then I would be bearish, favoring more downside with 183 in play or lower. Meta, holy moly, just trending up, coming a few dollars shy. Well, a couple dollars shy of my 1.5 Fibonacci extension level at 311. Okay, right now I gotta go to a smaller time frame to find more support levels, get those buy zones and stuff. Okay, so from here we can see that 304.5 served as a pivot level. Okay, so that's support. If 304.5 fails, we're likely going back down to 300, and if 300 fails, that would put 296 with 293.45-ish in play below, okay? If Meta wants more upside, it'll need to clear 311 to put more upside targets in play. Now, here's NVDA. We had a beautiful, beautiful trade on NVDA. I'm going to have to go on my Discord. I write a couple of trade ideas for NVDA throughout the day. I wrote here, at 8:54 a.m. before the market opened. Short only if 428 or 425 fail as support, okay? We were only going to short below 428 or 425. And I wrote here, as long as above, watch for the breakout of 430 or 432 to put higher targets in play. 439 being my highest level. And look at what happened. We had the initial breakout at the open, cleared 432, went as high as 439.3. What an amazing move. And it pulled back right here, okay? And it pulled back, and I wrote in my Discord, gave us the update. Amazing breakout this morning. 432 defending as support so far. And as long as above, look to long again if 434 clears to put higher targets in play. Puts only if 432 fail. And look what happened here, guys. The green line right here is my 432 level. So when it came back, it bounced, confirming the breakout was legit. And then it cleared 434. Look at that. Cleared 434, treated as support, and it gave us more upside. All we needed to know was the levels, the setups, and to just trade it unbiasedly. Incredible. Now here is Amazon. After recapturing the rising channel, we cleared the fib level that was at 130. Okay, that's pretty bullish right now. To show follow through though, to show follow through, I need to see 132 clear. As long as above 130, that's bullish. 132 clears, we're likely heading up to 134.5 or 136. I can't get bearish unless we break back below 130 or 129 to put 127, 125.8 and 124 in play, okay? And here is the VIX, bearish right now, guys. The VIX is bearish. It dropped back below my trend line, dropped back below the 14 level. 13.3 and 12.6 are in play. Need to back above 14 to give us the false breakdown setup, all right? Now let's take a look at the dark pool. We had 5.1 billion in premium at the full 42.5 level, all right? Please add this dark pool level to your chart. Uncle pays a lot of good money to get this information, and I'm giving it to you guys for free. Add these levels to your charts. All right, label it dark pool order. Above it, bullish. Below it, bearish. Let's keep it simple. Now, here is the option for 500K premiums or above. Looking at 1 month out. Okay, expiration date 1 month out, 500K premiums or above. And it's very bullish for the short term. QQQ is bearish for the short term. That's a mix. IWM is bullish for the short term. Tesla is bearish for the short term. Apple is bearish for the short term. NVDA, bullish for the short term. Meta, nothing. Amazon, nothing. VIX, bearish for the short term. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more content from Uncle Charters, please consider joining my Discord. Other than that, have a great evening. Peace.